New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Back to the conversation. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
My question, what's the story that proves that you are just like your stereotype? And here come those emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Hola, Cholos. My dad is from El Salvador and fled literal streets running red with blood amongst the nasty Civil War in the 80s. Jumped the border in California and lived in L.A., where he did stereotypical landscaping. Didn't speak much English. He knocked up an all blonde hair, blue-eyed California girl, and here I am. Now, here's my stereotype. I'm that white-looking fluffy lady speaking Spanglish at the taco truck with too many kids, a couple of different child support cases, and a perpetual ponytail. Where is Queer Eye for the overworked mom? Hilariously yours, that from Serena in Seattle.
I'm sure that'll be on MTV sometime soon.
Guys, your comments about Canadians being nice reminded me of something I read recently. There's a tribal reservation up there. They used to have high crime rates for all the usual reasons, so they started a department of civilian responders that deal with non-criminal matters, mental health, wellness checks, emergency assistance, getting people home safely. Either way, they don't carry weapons or make arrests. If real law enforcement is needed, they're called in from the nearby city. They have had a huge success rate, especially for such a marginalized demographic. Other areas are looking at modeling similar programs based on theirs. Amazing what happens when the goal is to actually help people rather than fill prisons. That from Kari. Let's see. All bitches, I'm from Pakistan, brought here as a child, been shooting guns since the age of 3. Also grew up in East Tacoma, so I'll stomp your face in if you F with me past a certain point. Be nice to me, and I'll be nice to you. Cross that line, F you. Love you guys. That from Lala.
Lala likes us.
Yeah. Guys, I have 4 cats, and yes, I'm a lesbian. That from Stacy. Like my stereotype. I love cats. I just don't have any. They're all dead. As we move on to the...
that was a pick-me-up.
Damn, they died this year during the COVID. All of them.
I don't have any more cats, man.
Used to be cats.
I love cats. I don't have any. They're dead.
They're dead.
Now, granted, I killed them all, but they're
I didn't
tasty.
kill them. They all died last year, man. It was a bad year for cat living in my house. All right, guys, I want to wish my dad or my son...
Doesn't even get strays.
It just seemed like an extra dark comment.
It was, because I'm mad.
I like cats. Mine are dead.
People say, how was your COVID year? I suck. I lost all my cats, man.
Well, forget COVID. I mean, I used to like grandmas, but mine are dead.
Yeah, exactly. I still have one alive. She's 96.
See, there you go. Bragging about grandmas, but you know I don't have one.
I used to love both of mine, both dead.
Yeah, but if she dies, I'm not worried about it.
Let's get some more pick-me-ups.
Can't take that 2 weeks off.
I used to love my first dog. He's dead now.
Sunshine.
I used to love the fire in my heart. Now it's dead.
Guys, I want to wish my son David a happy 26th trip around the sun. Can I get a barbershop fish sandwich and your penis is too small from his loving dad, Don?
Can I get a fish sandwich? Oh, you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? You put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
Guys, today's my husband John's 30th birthday, and he would love to hear a big old Leroy Jenkins and Ozzy Ted talking about wheeling his blue Jeep LJ in Moab, Utah. Thanks, guys. That from Yasmin.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, Ted from Melbourne here. Got one of them blue Jeeps, huh? And over here in Aussie land, we drive the Range Rovers like real men. You have fun, your little Jeep.
Guys,
Range Rover.
Yeah.
We drove this to the Australian outback. We know goddamn well you will never actually do that. But if you did, this would be the vehicle.
We put the windows down.
We drove to the top of the Himalayas. Again, This makes no sense in your ordinary life, but if you want to drive to the top of the Himalayas, Range Rover.
Or maybe you're a rapper.
Only guys, I want to give a special birthday shout out for the love of my life, Mr. Twad. He's officially 31, and he's the reason I know who you guys are. So I would like it if you guys could give him a big old happy Chinooka and talk all over yourselves about peanut butter mustard sandwiches, because for some reason, those are his favorite, and it'll make his day. Thanks, guys. That from Dr. Cali 6.
Happy Chinooka.
I think there's a good chance that he likes the peanut butter
but I
and
like peanut butter and I like mustard.
Throw this right.
Maybe
He might
honey
be the
mustard?
first man who's
Here's what you
actually
do.
pregnant.
Honey
Because I
mustard
cannot
on
understand
the
any other circumstances. I don't care about the president for 30 years. The hell
Whatever you
no.
want.
Guys, thanks for all you do. It's a real relief to get my car at the end of the day and drive home with you. You really take the edge off. So today's my birthday. I would be honored to hear an Alan Thicke, uh-oh, look out, an Obama drop the beat, and a big old bong hit. A party on, bitches, and thank you. That from Leanne in Tacoma.
Uh-oh, look out.
Drop the beat.
Guys, today's my husband Chris's 39th birthday. He's a longtime listener, been to many of your events. He's a great husband. Soon to be father for the first time. Ooh. He loves cycling and golf, so we can maybe get the dirty Germans talking about cycling in tights. Thanks, guys. That from Chris and Lauren Heggie.
Yeah, you can ride my bike anytime. It's kind of like riding the bike without the seat, but there's still a place to sit.
See, don't worry about those little tights. The main thing is keeps that helmet on.
Yeah.
He wears those little fingerless gloves.
Yeah, and you're about to be a father soon, so enjoy this while you can.
Yeah, forgets that bike. Or forgets the kid.
Yeah, your choice.
Guys, you guys rock. Thanks for bringing the belly laughs across the airwaves. Anyhow, happy birthday to my awesome husband, Colby. He is 42. He's my rock, awesome dad, blah, 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 blah. You get it. What would really make him happy is to hear all of you talk all over yourselves about why rescuing a third dog would be a fantastic idea, seeing how well it's gone with our neurotic 2020 rescue pup. That from his loving wife, Brandy.
Well, Brandy, I think it's quite simple.
Colby, I know you're a good man.
You don't have to ask your third dog if you don't want to. Something has gone wrong.
It costs me
It's one thing that's driving them goddamn crazy about the dog.
Thing almost took my face off.
It's the problem, man. Hell, since the woman got her arm ripped off by one.
Hell no.
Maybe Jack will get it for you, Colby.
Hey, guys, it's my 56th birthday today. How about an original fish sandwich and a bong rib, please? That from the lovely Mary Beth Tice.
2 Oregon fish sandwich.
Oh.
What, Mary Beth? Does that get your attention?
Mary Beth. Yeah, Mary Beth. I mean, she got the full name in there.
There is something about that.
Yeah.
My name's Tiffany. I don't care. Tiffany Ann. Oh.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Bob. A couple extra shout-outs, guys. I couldn't get through my days without you. I work in an office by myself. And look forward to you guys every day.
By myself.
No matter what's going on, you bring the laughs to brighten the days. Love you guys. By the way, if you could give a big shout-out to Jake at Beacon Plumbing. Kid drove up from Black Diamond to Lake Stevens at 2 a.m. Sunday morning to fix a burst pipe in my kitchen.
Damn.
So my family could turn water back onto the house. Like they say, stop freaking and call Beacon. Love you guys. You rock. And happy 50th KISW.
That's a good little drive, too. Black Diamond up to Lake Stevens.
2 in the morning?
God, yeah. What happened when you were sleeping? Guys, I slept through lightning hitting the house across the street as a teenager. Everyone else woke up thinking it was a bomb or something, but I slept through it and only heard about it later. As an adult, I've slept through an attempted threesome with 2 of the most beautiful girls I've ever known at the time. But yeah, I woke up to them just finishing up with each other. I can't remember even being so incredibly angry with myself and hadn't had Captain and Jack Daniels since the age of 15 years old. Signed, your favorite Boston streamer.
Now, the men's room wants to know, who sucks last?
Hey, time for Who Sucks Last. See the who you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. All of them suck to some degree, but it's up to us to figure out which out of the 3 stories suck the least. Now, if you like KISW on Facebook, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And today we go to the world of nuptials. Man, what a special moment. There's the love of your life. You decided to commit together, but you still have to plan and pull off the wedding. Who's most likely to mess that up? Sure, you'll blame the guys. Yeah, we got drunk at the bachelor party, but we make it. We still shaved. Maybe we reek of booze because we did a couple shots before we actually decided we're going to do this. But the brides, good God almighty, you have lost your minds. We have 3 stories that exemplify this. perfectly. Let us begin. One bride-to-be, she was furious that her husband's family couldn't afford to chip in for the wedding because they were trying to pay for the future sister-in-law's cancer treatments. And if that wasn't enough, the bride went so far as to demand that her fiancé sell his car to pay for the wedding. It should be noted he does not have a second car, and his drive to work is already a 2-hour drive. And it's not going to change anytime soon. The thing is, his fiancée apparently eager to walk down the aisle. Now, all of her friends have already gotten married, so now it's important. And she even went as far to ask his parents if they could pay for the big day. He explained, quote, "My parents are already struggling with my sister's cancer, and they've been spending money on chemo. They don't have insurance, and no one's willing to help. It's really messed up here." Well, the fiancé swore he would start saving money for the wedding, but she is impatient. Quote, She didn't accept that, saying that I sneak money behind my back to help my parents pay, again, for my sister's chemo. I told her I can't turn down my parents. I cannot turn down my sister. They're struggling. No one can support them, not to mention they're paying for things like presents, clothes, dinners, etc. So he's like, look, they're not trying to be difficult. My sister has cancer. They're paying for that. Well, recently things got much worse when she received another wedding invite in the mail. His fiancée was so upset that her BFF was getting married before her. So the fiancé's solution, stop talking to his parents so they'll stop asking to borrow money. He's like, well, I'm not going to do that. So she went one step further, telling him he needs to sell a $17,000 car, and they needed to get married by the end of that year, or else there would not be a wedding at all. Now, that should have been the end of it, but soon after that, he saw an ad online for his car, but he didn't place the ad. It was done by his fiancée, and when he confronted her, she told him that she was, quote, handling it and was going to tell him as soon as she found a buyer.
Wow.
Right. So this guy, look, the parents aren't trying to be cheap, man, but they're insurance free. Your kid has cancer. You're paying for chemo treatments. His bride-to-be doesn't want to hear. And I know what you're thinking. Don't marry her. Look, I agree in all these scenarios, but it is what it is. Now we go across the pond to England, where a mum, she's grieving the loss of her... Mom. She's grieving the loss of her baby.
Oh, sorry.
But then she was horrified when she got banned from her friend's wedding for being, quote, too sad. Screenshots of the guest text exchange with her soon-to-be wedded pal were shared on Reddit, where the bride was described as, quote, a human pile of trash. Now, in the messages, the bride-to-be begins by texting her bereaved friend to ask if she'll be attending the nuptials. She writes, quote, I was thinking maybe you shouldn't. I don't mean to be harsh, but I thought you'd be over what happened by now. You cried today just because some lady had a baby. It was just a bit dramatic, and lots of people don't know yet because apparently you aren't ready to tell people. I think if you don't tell people, you shouldn't come. Like, trying to be as nice about this as I can, but everyone will be asking you, why aren't you pregnant? And I don't want them distracted from making me feel special. She went on to suggest that her friend make a Facebook announcement that she lost the baby, adding, quote, she didn't want her wedding ruined by her. Now, understandably, the grieving friend did not take well to this, responding, wait, let me get this straight. You don't want me at your wedding because of the fact my baby effing died, and that might ruin your day. She went on to describe her friend as a giant pile of human trash, as I said, before reassuring her that she won't be attending the wedding as they're no longer friends. But shockingly, the bride still failed to see the error of her ways, adding, quote, you're being really selfish. It's been 2 months now. How much time do you really need? It's not like you knew her. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And now, Bridezilla number 3. I'm sure those two put everyone in a great mood. In this case, she's furious after her maid of honor got pregnant and is now due around the same time as her wedding. The outspoken bride took to Facebook to share her annoyance at her friend's happy news. She wrote, quote, my brother and his wife, who was my maid of honor, decided it would be a great time to get pregnant. She's due right after my wedding date. The bride added that she just wanted a flippin' day to herself after her birthday is on Father's Day, and she said this was her moment to shine. She continued, quote, now I'm stressing about her going into labor. Now, what made the bride even more angry is that the pregnant sister-in-law also wants to host a baby shower, and a gender reveal. Quote, the reveal will be around the time of my bridal party. Cheryl will be around the time of my bachelorette time. I exploded, but I want the spotlight for once. The bride added that her parents will end up paying for their daughter-in-law's parties as her parents don't have much money. And this also didn't sit too well with the engaged woman. She concluded, quote, guess who takes it away from? Me. As you'd imagine, many people slammed her online, one writing, don't be mad that someone is pregnant. That is life, and you can't dictate that. So, yes, the Bridezilla special edition today.
This one is hard.
I think I know who I believe sucks less. In my personal opinion, probably bride number 3. She's mad at. Look, I don't think she's awesome, and you should probably call off the wedding because obviously it's a high maintenance idiot. But in my opinion, she's the least offensive of the 3.
So here's why I'm taking bride number 3. Also, public service announcement. I don't know if it's still on TV, if it's in reruns. If you're going to watch the show Bridezilla, smoke a little weed beforehand. It's awesome. So, number 1, I mean, that woman's just evil.
Yeah.
Number 2, that's really bad. Like, your friend's dealing with the death of a baby, which is worse than...
You only knew her for 2 months.
Right, worse than normal death, because it's not the natural order of things.
Right.
And it might be nice for her to get out and maybe have a cocktail or something.
Yeah.
But I'll take number 3 only because... Now, granted, uninviting somebody because they're going to look pregnant in your picture, wrong.
But that's not why she doesn't want her there.
Right. And the other woman is still going to have a shower and a gender reveal. Mm-hmm. So she's probably just as bad as the bride.
You know, that was kind of my thought. Like, really?
Gender reveal, get real. That's not a real thing. The lady that started it was like, stop doing it.
I know. I'm like, I get the idea of the bridal shower. I get it. It's like getting wedding gifts, right? But the gender reveal, like, look, again, it's only one of 2 options. It's like flipping a coin and all of us gather around to see if it lands on heads or tails.
Right.
It's one of 2 things. It's just not. It's exciting for you. It's not exciting to the rest of us.
And I get bridal showers. I get baby showers. I'll never understand. Almost every woman I know says they hate them, but they all do them to each other. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like punching each other in the junk all the time.
It is. It's like that game. They all. I hate bridal showers.
I don't want to go. Don't go. But I'm just saying, I think pregnant lady's probably as bad as this bride. So I'm saying the bride, this one sucks the least.
All right. Okay. All right.
As far as Who Sucks Less goes, you know what? I think that Amy on her Facebook page has the best comment.
Okay. What does Amy say?
She says, honestly, I hope all of these fiancés walk the hell away before the marriage licenses are filled out. They can all do much better.
Well, of course
we don't know that. We don't know what these dudes are like.
You know what? That's true. They should be able to do better, but that's right. We don't know. This might be as good as it gets for them.
Yeah, maybe both of them suck.
It's just unbelievable, man. I've just never heard a guy doing that.
No.
You know, oh, man, my buddy's too good looking. You can't be there.
No, he's in the bridal party because he looks good.
Guys don't care.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, man.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like KISW on Facebook, you are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream, she was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Well, great balls of fire, Bubba.
What happened, Buford?
That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those side busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
All right, coming up, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, firefighters in North Carolina got multiple calls of a restaurant on fire. But it turned out to just be smoke from more than 10,000 wings that they were cooking up for the game.
Damn.
It's a lot of wings.
That's a lot of wings.
What are you saying, Miles? At 10,000.
Wednesday, sold out. Talked to the guy who's the butcher. I'm like, hey, what if I go to this other place? He's like, yeah, they're sold out.
No kidding.
And then I thought, well, maybe I'll call a certain chain place. You have to put in orders ahead of time. They are completely sold out on their pregame orders.
Man, this is Wednesday. The Super Bowl was Sunday. Yeah.
Right.
Man, I still got 2 bags of frozen wings in my freezer.
Oh, you're going to get robbed tonight.
I couldn't find anyone.
Did you go to a normal store?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 2 of them. Because
go
I didn't
outside the
believe
city
them
a
the
little
first
bit.
time.
You know what? I will say, I ordered a pizza and put it in on Friday night because I knew it would be busy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man. A new study found that drinking 3 cups of coffee a day can cut your risk of having a heart attack by a third.
Caffeine helps not having a heart attack.
What if I have a 4th cup?
Then you're going to die of a heart attack.
Right, die of a heart attack, exactly.
I think I'm good then.
Then you go poop.
Oh, man.
That's true.
I guess I got to up my coffee.
You do, man. I still drink a lot of coffee. The thing is, I have to have breakfast with it now. I'm over 30, so my stomach's doing some weird things. If I don't have breakfast with it, it gets really upset. I get that acid reflux coming at me.
Oh, no kidding. To me, like, coffee, alcohol, and tobacco all do the same thing. Like, if you have them in the morning, they get you going. Which, Jesus, that sounds bad. Alcohol.
Put a little pep in your step.
That's it. You drag a beer, watching soccer. Next thing you know, it's like, well, I got to go.
There was a power outage recently in Fort Lauderdale caused by a guy joyriding an excavator. Good work. They're fun, I'm not going to lie, but you got to know what the hell you're doing.
You ever driven one?
I don't know. Not a full-blown excavator, no, but I've driven decent-sized tractors and the like. Yellow iron, as they call it.
Decent-sized tractors.
Decent-sized tractors. I'm, not like a gold rush excavator, but
I'm not sure I can hop on one of those and know what the hell I'm doing.
you know what? It's easier than you think it is as far as just sitting there for a second looking at all the controls because they come with really nice, helpful pictures.
Okay.
And so you kind of get the hang of it a little bit quicker than you would think.
Okay. Well, time to steal an excavator.
There you go. You know what, Miles? I'll take you down to my dad's. We'll have some fun on this track.
Hell yeah.
I mean, a lot of them have... I knew somebody once that used one to get a Jeep out of a mud hole because a lot of those keys are universal.
Oh, right.
But you have to run a company or something to have some of those keys.
Right. A woman in Virginia asked a coworker to pick up her deliveries while she was away, and he then took the opportunity to plant hidden cameras within her house.
Oh, God.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You nasty. Doggone it.
Boy, you nasty.
A fire truck was stolen from a station in Florida while the crew was responding to a call and was found 80 miles away.
Jesus.
It happens all the time in Florida.
They just steal fire trucks.
I shouldn't say all the time, but I listened to the interview with the fireman, and he's like, it happens more than you would think of this guy.
No kidding.
I can't believe they made it 80 miles without anyone noticing that,
Well, you know how they found out?
How?
The guy kept popping on the radio and just saying, like, hey, it's fireman, Ted. Like, he just didn't have things correct the way he was saying it, and they're like, oh, you stole the fire truck.
Damn.
And so a lot of times, like the doors are open, so they went on a call, so...
Yeah.
Fire, you got to respond quick.
Right.
So the keys are in there, but he didn't take the time to unplug, like, the charger, whatever. Like, they're always plugged in.
Yeah.
So
Little trickle charger on the thing.
that's how they knew it was stolen, and the fact he wouldn't shut up on the radio.
Great.
Fireman Ted here.
Right?
Well, you figure 80 miles away, this guy's on some main roads getting the hell out of there, and after a while, people just quit asking questions.
Yeah.
Would be what I would think. So all you got to do is kind of, there's got to be a certain distance barrier that you got to break, and then it's just, now you're just a fire truck rolling down the road.
Well, I mean, would you ask questions of a dude just wearing a T-shirt? Like, sometimes the driver is not in full gear, just cruise by, like, all right, that's a fireman.
He's got the headphones on, we're good.
Yeah, like he's in
I
the
do
truck.
the real slow siren, like the siren that always indicates I'm not really in a hurry, but I kind of am like. Sometimes I do that. Like maybe I'll put the fire. Maybe.
I wouldn't call this an emergency. This is
kind of like maybe.
This is more of a pressing matter.
It ain't gonna burn down.
To me, that means like Billy's head is stuck in the rail.
You know what I'm talking about? You're like, what does that mean? Do I pull over?
Right. Like, what do you need me to do?
Speed up.
Someone spotted Bigfoot in California.
All right.
That or a fox.
It's either Bigfoot or a fox?
That's what they said. Yeah.
I'm worried for both.
Yeah.
I don't want to know the size of the fox that someone's mistaking for Bigfoot. And two, I don't know what Bigfoot's going to do.
Or was it a poodle? It's like, is this Bigfoot or a poodle?
It was a poodle.
Whatever it was, it's like, how in the hell is this an option?
I thought he was up here is the thing.
Red Bell's in California.
There's
you mean
more than one, Mike.
Yeah, there's talk that he's up here, Harry and the Hendersons, of course, famously up here.
Sure.
But then
Was he here?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize where Harry lived.
Yeah. And then California has some Bigfoots, and I want to say, is it Alabama? There's some state in the South that's big on Bigfoots, too.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is. I think it's Alabama.
And there is a difference between Bigfoot and Sasquatch. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
I've heard there's a
I'm
difference.
Sasquatched out.
You're Sasquatched out.
Is this like yams and sweet potatoes? Like, there's some difference and no one is quite sure what it is.
Yeah, it's probably like prawn or shrimp.
Right.
The difference is on this stuff, people are like, if I just had a camera. Well, now you do. And we still haven't seen the damn thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one on their phone.
And he could
It's
say
all
something.
changed.
He could say something, yet he don't.
What's it been?
I see what you did there.
20 years since people have always had a phone in their pocket, at least. So, I mean,
Nobody hikes anymore, Miles. And if
Come
you
on.
do, you keep your phone in your pocket or in your backpack.
got a camera on there. Take a picture.
You're going to rustle too doggone much, and he's going to run.
He's elusive.
He is.
Yeah.
Unless he's eating beef jerky.
Then he'll come right after.
Right? He's kind of pissed at you.
A 6-year-old in Arizona took his parents' car for a joyride and crashed in a neighbor's bedroom.
Because he's 6.
That's right.
Man, oh man.
Because he doesn't know how to drive for crap.
Right.
Oh, man. Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, of all people, just commissioned a new survey on the top little things that matter more to us now than they did before the pandemic hit.
All right.
And lucky for you guys, I got the top 8.
Okay.
So let's have some
Nathan's
fun.
brings families together.
It does. So what do you think are the 8 things that we appreciate more now than we did a year ago?
Quiet time.
Quiet time, all right.
I'd say family.
Did your good guesses? Family, not bad. Miles, anything?
Being that 25% in the bar.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Number 8, sitting down for a coffee with someone.
Oh, yeah, stuff like that.
Exactly. More of the personal interaction types of things. 24% of people said that they appreciate that more now. Number 7 of the things that we appreciate more now than we did a year ago, cherishing the little moments.
That's fair.
Don't let them pass you by. It's one of those where we needed everything possible that was positive to kind of hold on to and to keep us moving. So the little moments are what we work for.
Agree.
Yeah.
It's the small things that can make or break your day.
Hey, remember like a year ago, the world stopped. I mean, when the NFL draft happened, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
I know. I watched it with no pants. Just like, yes.
Number 6, having fun in general, it says.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yet again, a year ago, it was kind of hard to find anything fun to do because everything that was fun to do got shut down.
Again, I will say it really depends on what your home situation is.
That's
It's like when
fair.
Arnold got on there with his pet, donkey and goat or horse or whatever.
But for him, look, his world is different than ours, but I am bored now. I reek of chlorine. I have run out of Cubans.
Yeah, exactly. Do I go down to my weight room? Do I go down to my game room?
I will do so many weights on board so much in my own basement.
Let's go watch a movie on my movie theater.
This is odd.
You know what I mean? Like,
It will be jingle all the way.
I got a basketball
You're right.
court.
He has a lot of advantages, but also, like, it's still him sitting there.
Right.
It's not like he could throw a big party or invite people over.
But he could do stuff.
My mate had to move out.
He's got toys.
These are the 8 things that we appreciate more now than we did a year ago. Number 5, 35% of people said hugs.
Oh, yeah. I miss a hug.
Yeah, man.
Ironically, I saw somebody a shirt today. It said, I am not a hugger.
Okay.
All right.
Right? It seemed aggressive.
I mean, is that a problem you have? I mean, some people hug you, but I generally can anticipate who that might be.
How about
Jerry Seinfeld.
high fives, too,
Right, she didn't seem like I wouldn't randomly just hug people.
You should have hugged her. You should have run her and hugged her.
Bring
and
it
tell
in.
her I'm illiterate.
Well, I got scared as it took me a minute to see the H and the U.
You are correct.
I was like, damn, that's aggressive. Oh, she's not a hugger.
Hugger. Okay.
And that brings us to number 4, laughing. 36% of people said that they appreciate that more now than they did a year ago.
Well, sure.
All right.
Yeah, man. Number 3, quality conversations.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get a lot of hugs, but they're from the kids. Quality conversation, different kind of thing.
And I think it got difficult over Zoom because there's always that internet lag. I enjoyed talking with people face to face, but honestly, over Zoom made it incredibly difficult. Just exactly because you're raising hands, you're waiting to get in.
I was going to say, Zoom isn't always just necessarily one-on-one.
Right.
That's the problem,
No.
right? Because there's always like 9 people on there.
Right.
So, I mean, if you FaceTime someone, that's a little bit different. But as far as Zoom goes, like, there's an audience there.
Exactly.
Like anything else, depending on who you're with.
And it's
what
one
you
person
say-
holding court.
Right.
Although what I'm going to do to make people feel comfortable at the end of this is, even when we talk face to face, I'm still going to give you a Zoom lag. So I'm going to talk over you when you go to say something else and then apologize.
But don't get me wrong, Zoom's
No, I
great.
hear you, Maya. Oh,
Zoom-
sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, I think sometimes too, people got to be a little conscious. So, like, if you're having drinks and it's like I like the idea sometimes of like, Like, I have a whole group of people in there. I go to the bathroom, and it's like, sounds like there's a party in my living room. I have some friends, too, where I got to remind them, like, your speaker is louder. Like, shut up. Let other people talk.
Control your square.
Yeah.
These are the 8 things that we appreciate now more than we did a year ago. Number 2, phone calls with friends and family.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, it's early communication now.
Right. We got a lot more of it in the last year.
Go and hang out.
I mean, like the Chilean miners, they really like the idea of talking to guys through a tube. Because, like, we are talking to someone.
Right. All right, and this is the number one thing that we appreciate more now than we did a year ago. 44% of people said that they appreciate
hooch,
sitting down to dinner with loved ones.
Okay.
I would say that going out to a restaurant, as far as sitting down to dinner with somebody, just being in an environment that isn't right here at the dinner table, it's...
You know, I mean, it just, like Miles said, man, it depends on your home life. Like, I got the kids there and all that, so we still have dinner. You still get all the hugs. Like, I miss going to a restaurant. They can even be with me at the restaurant, but just like, sometimes it's nice to be somewhere other than home.
I like sitting down for dinner, but typically I just got done cooking it. When I'm done, I got to go clean up. So
yeah, exactly.
It's just a halfway point.
There's been a burglary in Shoreline, but you'll never guess what they stole.
What did they steal?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We will take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.